My name is Bill Porter, and I'm a translator of Chinese poetry and Buddhist texts. I wrote a book called Xinren Buyi, where I visited the graves of all the great poets in China, 40 different poets. I visited Li Bai's hometown, Chenzang, Jiadao also, and of course Su Po. In order to write a book about Su Po the way I want to write a book, I have to visit every place he lived, beginning of course with Mei Shan, but going to all the places where he served as an official: Kaifeng, Fengxiang, Hangzhou, Xizhou, Guangzhou, Huizhou, Danzhou. By going to the places, I meet scholars, I meet people who know stories about that place. I get local information by going to the places. I look at the mountains. Where's the river? Which way is the water going? So when I'm translating Su Po's poetry, I know what he's seeing. That river hasn't changed, or the mountain. That's one thing I do that most translators don't do. I always go to the place where the poem was written. The Bashu area, because of the geography, was cut off from most of China for long periods of time. Even though it was part of China, it had lots of time to develop their own characteristics. The Bashu culture is not like the Huanghua culture, or about Suzhou and Shanghai area culture. So I would say the things you would want to emphasize regarding Bashu culture is the differences for other areas. Most of the books I read in English that are translations of Chinese are not good English. In order to translate Chinese for a Westerner, you have to learn a lot. Those kind of people are usually at universities, scholars. They don't know how to translate. Their literary skills are not that great. The one thing I learned at the very beginning, if you're going to translate a poem, you have to make a poem. You can't just say, well, my English is like the Chinese. Like is not enough. A poem has power. A poem has to come from the heart. Translation has to come from the heart. For Westerners to appreciate the value of Chinese culture, there has to be better translations by translators who have something here.